Here we go. Drip, drip. New month, new season, same period. I'm pouring sangria smooth and lazy like a lounging nude Nosferatu. Moving blood like a vampire. My cycle moves with the full moon. Are you scared yet? Because my womb is magical, pleasurable, and mystical until it's working for itself and not for you. Drip, drip. Oozing the internal linens that we're gently preparing to wrap and strap my lineage's future. Drip, drip. Pieces of myself and all the matriarchs before me that have nurtured seeds planted for 9 months strong. Breasts, boobs, and bosoms are beheld as beautiful blessings. They're warm, comforting, arousing until they're serving their true purpose. Why are our bodies disgusting when it's visibly functioning? You must only want us stiff, cold, and dry, clearly. But that's a kind of necrophilia, if you ask me. Like, breastfeeding is somehow shameful, but posing in a teeny weeny revealing bikini is very frameable. Is it still unsightly for women to work, or is it only disturbing when our bodies are working? You seem to only want us stiff and dry, but don't you know we're better when we're flowing? Because everything is better when we're flowing. Drip. Our bodies are at least 60% water, but you want us squeezed and drained dry so you can better handle us weak. But don't you know the crops will wither and the streets will be left starving and filled with rage when we're not flowing? Imagine Oshun gone, no more rain. Imagine the moon gone. Imagine oceans gone. Imagine breast milk gone. Imagine the womb gone. Drip. Yeah, so there goes one. This next piece I've been told is empowering. So it's one of the pieces basically where you're feeling very violent feelings towards a romantic person of interest, but instead you write a poem.
Girl,
So
speak.
yeah. So here we go. Just so you know, I'm feeling highly irrational right about now. You're so lucky I'm saved because I can't stop thinking about how bad I want to take a several-hour Uber to your home, set it on fire, and watch you rush around for a little while before I rescue you. And you'll be so overwhelmed with emotion that we'll just make love in the grass, right next to the flames. No explanations given and no explanations requested, but I'm a woman of God, so tonight you can rest easy wherever, whenever, with whomsoever that you do, and I'ma pray, lay low, and lay myself to sleep just like I would any other night. But right now though, the mood I'm in got me wanting to send you a mixed drink with a faint hint of NyQuil and tranquilizer. I mean, a little night knockout juice. In a disguise, I'll be your Uber ride home too. Take you to a park and lay you down real smooth in my peaceful, restful homemade coffin. I'll drop a few rolls of saltines in there with you too before I bury you for a good 16 hours or so, to give you a little time out for all the little accidents and whoopsie daisies that you just don't seem to understand. I'ma let you unwind, refresh, and rewind. Think about your actions with hours of my sweat infused with the wood to help soothe you to sleep with the sweet scent of me. And when I let you out, you'll be hazy enough to think that I rescued you again, and I'll treat you to a meal in a bright diner. No explanations given, no explanations requested. And you'll tell me about your revelations while encased. I'll gaze into you in awe, amazed, and inspired. And while you scroll through your phone to catch up with missed calls or whatever, I'll be drawing the toucans, cockatoos, and other chocolate birds that'll be soaring about on our wedding day. That sounds real cute, but right now, though, I just really want to walk up on you and beat your ass, like bringing you up against walls, getting you all bruised up so you can feel my rage, to understand my rage. Never to disable you for life, though, because I still want you to have full capabilities to carry me to ocean shores on summer days. Why am I doing this? Because your ass weird and you ain't gained my trust. You got this thing where you come on crackhead strong, say and do things that seem like you burn and yearn for me, but after a day goes by, you act as if I've never existed. And like we've never even slept together yet. When you look in my eyes, it seems like you see all of heaven's secrets, and behind it a sanctuary for silk-wrapped, chubby, chocolate-coated cherubs that have yet to be conceived. You soften when you look at me as if you see all the moon's magic and want to count, measure, record, and collect every single sparkle and shine in my eyes. You look like you see a long lineage of legendaries waiting to be planted and fertilized by you. It'd be looking like you see why Shakespeare write a story of two teenagers poisoning themselves after being together for just 3 dates, and how under certain circumstances you would do the same. But it's okay. I know I enchant you. I make you lose your sense of space and time. I borrow you for a psychedelic spiritual ride, a wildly exotic spectrum of sober feelings to which you've never before arrived. So, what's it gonna be? Quit playing around before you fuck around and find out how deeply you're already spellbound. Yeah.
You better.
Thank you. All right. So this next piece. Oh yeah, so I've been told it's empowering because it's like, oh, women could be psycho serial killers and I don't know. It's just we hear so many stories of men doing shit. So it was refreshing for a few women to hear that I could do it too. I could kidnap a nigga too. All right. So the next piece, it was for a contest. It was just like the contest was like basically write a piece inspired by the letter F. So I wrote one about my stomach issues because I've been just letting anxiety ruin my life, low key, high key. It's just been affecting my stomach to the point where I've been struggling to digest fruits and vegetables. But I've been working through it. Therapy and all that is great. Mindfulness is great, and poetry is great. And you're going to hear a little bit of it.
Yes.
I'm a photosynthesizing fiend. I'm in a sort of food frenzy. Frequently, I'm freaking out, fizzling out, because my current flesh format forgot how to fathom food, function with food, feed from food. Fresh water and sunlight is all it favors. I find that I have a fixation on photosynthesis. I'm a fiend that fixes the 5 food groups of flame without shame. I'm a flamboyant little vegan fiend whose sensitive stomach is to blame. Frantic feelings are like flint to the fire in my heart, burning through my chest and gut, exiting by way of farts, fluttering firestorms until reaching the fanny. For those who still don't get the picture, my flesh figure is but a fixture, a freaky yet frameable fortress for all my less frameable feelings. Only the friendlier, flattering few find their way to fly through. But at the same time, what a fortunate fanatic I am, for the flammable feelings I have forever find their way out through the inked feather in my hand. Yeah. So this next piece called Ceiling Fan. Fun fact about me, I have a phobia of ceiling fans. Um, they just make me really nervous. And later in this pandemic, I moved in with a family member, and even though I'm very grateful for them, it's become rather detrimental to my mental health and physical health. It's been really triggering a lot of anxiety for me. So I wrote a piece about it, and hopefully it could be very freeing to other people too who find that they're having um, lots of conflict resolution issues with family members. I know I'm not crazy, even though you feel the need to monitor and question my every move and thought, hovering like a creaky, rickety ceiling fan with a missing screw that could fall at any point and tear up all my shit. Just swaying and clicking and shaking as it spins to let you know and remind you that it's always there. I know I'm not crazy for wanting to get fresh air instead of sitting under a several generational hand-me-down chair with that ceiling fan serving me centuries of dust and hand-me-down stairs. I know I'm not crazy even though you frequently love to repeatedly remind me. I'm not crazy just because I can see colors that you can't, because I hear sounds that you can't, because I feel sensations that you can't. No need to shame me and squeeze me into a more easily flexible, compressible, portable container that you can play with when you please and then ignore whenever it's convenient for you. Please leave me alone. Because didn't you birth me, bathe me, nurse me, change me, and craft me with all the ideologies that you love but seem to detest now? Why do you feel the need to constantly fix me? Didn't you shelter and shield me my whole life from family, your friends, my father, kids on the block, everyone else? I was homeschooled for you, by you, for several years because you didn't trust no one. And if you don't like who I am and I'm still never enough, and you were there the whole time, I don't know what to tell you besides leave me the fuck alone. You say that you trust me, but you love to question and play devil's advocate with so many of my thoughts and statements. Please let me grow under fresh air without guilt. because even the longest lasting breed of flower wilts quicker if never pollinated or touched by direct sunlight. I'm tired. So tired of you complaining that I'm too heated because I won't stay sitting under the ceiling fan when it's not even that cooling. And the real issue is that these walls have been slow burning for years. And while they're warm and familiar, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm so tired of you flipping the issues on me, blaming me when the real issue is why these walls have been slow burning for years. But best believe I don't want to sit under your ceiling fans, fueling the flames anymore. Yeah. So this next piece, we're gonna turn it back on a lighter tip, less about family issues and stomach issues. So this is a cuter piece, inspired by a cute dance instructor that I have. Yeah, because fine ass dance instructors make the world go round. All right, let's get it. I'm just trying to figure out what you're trying to do. Because baby, if it wasn't for this spiritual journey, you could have been had my shit clapping outdoors in the middle of a thunderstorm. Anytime you're trying to feel a little more warm or a little more wet, like just say it, I got it. I got you, let's get it. You hear me? I got it. Cause shit, if you keep breathing near me looking like that, I'm gonna have to slide up out of this mask in the 6 foot distance because you clearly crave for me to find more CDC regulations to violate. And baby, I'm gonna need you to quit putting me upside down in your dance routines, because best believe if you want to see me flipped, you could have just asked and got to see. And best believe I've envisioned, imagined, and plotted a lot of things. I've Venn diagrammed, pie charted, and graphed a lot of things. I saw, schemed, scheduled, and strategized a lot of things, and a lot of things you don't even know. And every week you send me home weak, weary, worn out, with legs wobbly, wet and sweaty, covered in bruises anyway. So why waste time when we could have a couple of quick climaxes too? I mean, Bobby, quit playing with me. We could have been flowing with the deep strokes and the low moans, grinding to the dark tones to a playlist up off of your phone. Like, come on, Daddy, you already know what it is. I'm yearning for full access to your flesh, to indulge in your flesh, to flourish a few hours with sweet affections and satisfy every inch of your skin with sweet bliss, feeling you with tingles from the warm grips of my fingertips and brushstrokes painted by my puckered lips while allowing my hands to slip to wherever they see fit until we get weak from a hip's kiss. And you could picture our tongues dancing tango with saliva swirling around like a Latin symphony, with our hips speaking a forbidden language in different accents with same synchronicities. So let's spend some time. We got plenty. We both grown, late 20s. You got rappers, I got candy. So what you trying to do? They say humans are 60% water, and I'm trying to be fluid with you, undulate and roll with you. I'm trying to flow with you, glow with you, radiate high and low with you, go to the show with you just to hide in the back to give that blow to you because it's hurricane season whenever I come around. Floods expected as I come closer and come louder. I live for the moments leading up to your climax and your release because I want to be your peace. The reason that before bed you get on your knees, whether it's to pray or to please, because your style, your steeds make me want to bend over harder than a shoe crease. Skin so smooth and strong, and you glide with your stride like an athlete that uses the tall pipe to soar through the sky. And I'm just trying to see how far we can fly when I feel you feeling me in all my extremities in totality. So papi, quit playing with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. This next one is just called I'm Drained because it's very exhausting. Being a woman is very exhausting. Living in this pandemic, it is just so exhausting. So many things are exhausting. And I've been accepting that it's very much okay to rest. It's very okay to acknowledge how tired you are. And for many of our ancestors, it would be a dream to rest. Like for that queen, Margaret Garner, I'm sure she would have loved, to take some naps. And yeah, so I'm going to celebrate just resting in this piece. I am drained, I am dried out of my juices, my prana life juices, my natural juices, my ancestral juices, bodily juices, the pretty little prepackaged purchasable juices. I am dehydrated. I can no longer pour from this empty cup. I'm weak and worried that I am wilting. 26 is entirely too young to peak, but too old to still be called special by grown folk. I'm tired of withering within the weary weather confines of white walls, white winters, and words written by old worthy white officials. I'm hungry, but I can't eat meat, bread, cheese, your skeet, your sleaze. I mean your steez, your needs, your Febreze make me sneeze. Fruits and veggies is all my internal pleas. I am tired. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you so much for listening to me. I don't know how much time I have left. Whiskey.
I think let's wrap it up with one more.
Okay. All right, cool. So this will be my last one. It's going to be on my upcoming poetry EP that I'm working on. A bunch of poems that I read while I was in, what do you call it? Bedridden. Yeah. I had a knee injury that just had me bedridden for months, and it kicked off my spiritual awakening. And yeah, I'm very grateful for it, even though it was a very inconvenient time. And during that time, I just felt very spiritually chained to someone that did not want to be chained to me. I guess you call it a soul tie or some many other things. So I wrote a poem about it, and it sounds even better with music. So you'll hear that very soon. Stay tuned. Please release me. I dream of you kissing me, slowly dipping hips into me. I crave your proximity, but this spiritual chokehold won't allow me to breathe. Like, I can chew, but I can't swallow. I can frown, but I can't wallow because somehow my existence depends upon yours. My happiness depends upon yours. My health depends upon yours. And you refuse to sleep or eat. Please release me from our cycle of unintentional self-destruction, because I can save you from your sorrows once I'm freed from the spiritual consumption, helpless combustion, but I think it's nearly impossible to do this together. Please release me. You've canceled on me before. I walked out the door, walked out your life, moved on with mine because you ain't shit. New money, new dudes, left a boyfriend in school, new jobs and bills, virginity kill because you ain't shit. New gigs, new trips, yada, yada, yada. You get it. I move the fuck on and your ass resurfaces. 3 motherfucking years later and your ass resurfaces. Strong as fuck, but we can fuck softly. Unwanted as fuck, but fucking you is what I want. I have entirely too many problems excluding you, and the many layers between us of fabric is a problem. I think we should exclude them. I'm not trying to deal with you because that would require me to deal with my clingy ass feelings for you. And now I'm confused. I know you love me. So please stop pushing me away. I know you love me. So please stop pushing me away. I know you love me. So please stop pushing me away. Just please stop pushing me away. Just please stop. Just please stop. Just please stop. Please release me. Stop teasing me. Hurry up and come see me because I have this cutesy little craving for milk chocolate melted over cherries and your smooth chocolate flesh melting all over and into me. With the windows cracks, our harmonic moans could be carried with the wind to a loveless place like the bathroom. We'll wash away the remnants of our affections and return to live our separate lives. I don't know. I mean, we could be all intertwined and twisted to mimic a late night ad for Hershey's Caramel Kisses. I mean, we're several cities away, and it's been that way for many, many hundreds of days, all because we're too proud to admit what's real, what we feel, or why we're here. Please release me. Please come see me. I'm reluctantly being pulled to you. My spirit chases you during the day, and together through our dreams they play. I know you love me. So please stop pushing me away. I know you love me. So please stop pushing me away. I know you love me. So please stop pushing me away. Just please stop pushing me away. Just please stop. Just please stop. So how about this? Just come to me in a dream so I know it's real. Things want to be as monotonous as they seem. Life will be a breeze, no longer the creep along and tease that it's been, because why else are we here? Not just to walk from one building to the next, twiddle our fingers on different toys, rest, change our clothes, and repeat. No. Our souls wish to sing together. And until they do, solo, they sing incomplete harmonies that they don't realize, when collided, can resonate and repeat in patterns that'll send waves of compassion and triumph through and into the cold lungs of many. We could spend lazy Sunday afternoons fingering through each other's tight, complex curl formations and figuring why we chose to be separately stubborn for so long. We should have been rigidly difficult together years ago. Our sturdy decision-making could have led to a massive undertaking of a new nation. The children that have rose from the cracked and crumbled cement and raised our ramen noodles. The hood rats that carry plenty of confidence and determination, but still need to believe that they can make fruitful futures. Yes, we've left the hood and we've evolved from them, but we're not above them. We breathe their breaths, we cry their tears, we face the same oppressions, the many shades of our skin consistently and transgression. We face daily degradation. Our lives are forbidden conversation, and we can chant all night that they tried to bury us alive but didn't realize that we received. But we need to act. We can nourish our distant siblings with love, building until they discover their true identities as kings, queens, prophets, warriors, healers, teachers, artists, and as lovers. My sun-kissed prince, we've hidden from the light long enough. It's time to return. At first, we may burn from being accustomed to busy living in cold shadows, but in time, we'll glisten and glow, and if the masses listen, we'll show how they could pull their inner radiance out. And with joy, we'll scream and shout, jump and fly with our belly buttons lifted and pointed about. It can all be so simple if you just stop fighting it. Can you feel the brand new day? Can you smell it? Can you hear it winking at you from behind a distant cloud? Well, I hope you're ready because it's coming to you with me. All right, so yeah, that's my time. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Whiskey, you're amazing. Happy Women's History Month. I'm gonna share my website and links in the chat. And yeah.
Your payment links.
That too.
We're gonna pay Black women for their services. We're gonna show our love and appreciation. What else do you have to share with us? What's going on? You have upcoming projects, or you just want to throw it all in the chat? Because you know I'm gonna love on you. That's what's next. I start taking my notes.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, what's happening with me is I'm preparing for this poetry EP. That's been my main thing. So I've been recording. I have a few songs that are out right now. It's on SoundCloud, Spotify, all that good stuff. So yeah, I got a few more things coming up. Just poetry music wise. So y'all can listen to the jams, I guess.
The visuals are very beautiful. You have some on your Instagram at Lady Lambre. Make sure you follow her because I just love all of your posts and everything about you. You gonna let me go in?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm here for it.
So this is my home open mic, so I allow myself to be ridiculous as far as flowers.
Love you.
This is why I became a host, to be able to love on people unabashedly. And I just want to say that last piece, that's my favorite of yours. And it's so beautiful. It talks about, it's not just like, I hate what people have made a soul tie thing. They've kind of made it tied to something sexual, but it's more than that. It's more like, women attach themselves to the dreams of a man. You know what I mean? So when we get in relationship, we attach ourselves and we align with their purpose. And when you see that greatness and you're trying to grow that and you're thinking about all these things of love and everything that encompasses it, I feel like you nailed it. Like that poem just speaks to everything a woman dreams and thinks and worries about when she enters in relationship. It was just so moving. I feel like I can tell you've been through an awakening. Like, and when you said it, I was like, oh, right, okay. They don't come this wise. It has to be an awakening. No, baby girl is wide awake. And I just want to say, like, this is, I hope you relish in this feeling, because this is what it's like to be a revolutionary in your time. The stuff you are talking about is revolutionary. The cracking open of what it is to be a Black woman, that work is important. That explanation is important. That vulnerability is important. And not everyone is doing that. And not everyone's doing it. I mean, your entire set just hit everything, you know, and it's beautiful how Black women are revealing their layers, because the world needs to know that we're complicatedly amazing.
Thank you.
And I feel like you nailed that so beautifully, and your awakening is happening during this time for a reason, and I can't wait to see how you're going to touch the world. Like, I'm so behind it. Let me know how I can support you. And yeah, this was amazing. Thank you. Of course, a wonderful Women's Month feature. Sunshine Lambre, everybody. You got to unmute yourselves and snap for. Come on.
All right,
Yeah,
sunshine.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Nice, nice.